The debate around the need for a black-owned bank continues. While new entrants are entering the market, the country is yet to see a wholly black-owned bank applying for a banking license. The country has high concentration levels in the banking industry, with the big four banks accounting for over 80% of the total banking subsector assets and market. ABSA says this has raised serious concerns about the need for competition in South Africa's banking subsector.
If there are no black-owned banks, blacks will continue to lose economic power. The role of black banks or a black bank is to service the community. It is up to us to make sure blacks receive lending to buy their first home, send their children to university, and start their own businesses.
Panelists agreed that there was an underserviced banking market in the country which could be served by new entrants. But whether it will make sense to start a new black bank or to capitalize the state-owned Post Bank or African Bank is something that participants were divided on.
Too often the debate really is around ownership, and I'm not entirely sure that that's where the crux of the matter lies. I think we need to have an honest and open conversation about what we're trying to achieve. And when I think about what our bank tries to do is to say, look, black people have historically said that banks were created to serve the interests of a small minority, and they're very good at it, right? So the products that they sell, the way that they market, etc., speaks to a very small community of people. And I think when we start thinking about what it means to be a black bank, it is literally about saying, well, what is it that black people want this bank to do?
The role of government. You know, we can dream, we can scream, you know, as loud as we want. If there's no political will to actually establish a black-owned bank, it's not going to happen.
Reserve Bank Deputy Governor Kuben Naidu says the central bank is ready to register any new bank provided they meet the strict regulatory requirements.
We've worked incredibly hard to try and increase access, lower barriers to entry, look at proportionality in the regulatory framework. So if you're a small bank, do you need the same kinds of capital? Do you need the same kinds of risk management systems? Do you need the same kinds of AML systems that you have as a big bank? You know, we've certainly looked at all of those things to try and encourage new entrants, and we will continue to do that.
ANC Treasurer General Paul Mashatile says it is important for wider black participation across the entire spectrum of the financial services sector and not just banks.
We need to see more participation of black people in the economy. I think that's the most critical thing in the mainstream of the economy, not the periphery. So the period of economic recovery is going to be characterized, amongst others, by a big interest in people who want to invest in South Africa.
The Banking Association's Kes Kuvadia questioned the need for another bank and whether or not the industry should rather focus on other opportunities for entrepreneurs, such as cooperative banks, which require less capital and startup costs.
There's nothing stopping anybody from establishing a black bank. Okay. Now, the fact that people don't have capital and so on, that's a historical issue that we're sitting with today. If you expect the private sector or business to come up with that capital to establish a new bank, it's not going to happen. Okay, so that's where, if there's still a view that a black bank needs to be formed, and there's a view that, and the reality is that because of a whole range of historical reasons, the majority of black people don't have the capital to form that bank, then that's where the government needs to step in.
ABSA says the establishment of a black bank will create role models, and if the country is talking about economic development and empowerment, then a powerful black bank becomes key. Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.